Hey everyone, what's going on? And if you could please subscribe if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. Doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so really excited for that. We need just over 100 to go, so really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for all of your help. Thank you so much. I don't know if I thank you guys enough, but thank you for all the support since I began my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will be doing more content besides Pokemon Shuffle. I'm going to begin with Kirby Star Allies on Friday, so if you're interested, hopefully you come check it out. Hopefully you hang out with me on other content other than Shuffle, but Shuffle is definitely going to continue. I mean, there's no way. This is what the channel was dedicated to basically for a very long time, so definitely going to stick with Pokemon Shuffle as well. But yeah, we have 10 more UX stages. Not doing the 5 just yet. I may go back. I may go to 5 at some point, maybe in the future soon. I don't know. It depends how lengthy the stages are. I didn't think these 10 were that bad in terms of length, except for, well, there were a couple of them that were pretty long. But, you know, it shouldn't be the longest video in the world. But anyway, beginning with Tympole. Tympole, definitely not a long stage. You know, I believe that was an S rank, actually. Just going in with 3 Hammering Streak Pokemon and Mega Ampharos. Just having a good old time, you know, beating it, S-ranking it just fine. 300 more coins, so it doesn't matter because at that point we were at max coins since we did play a few of these stages the other day. Moving on to Nosepass. Again, going in with Hammering Streak. Now, it is a 3 Pokemon stage, but it's really annoying because of these blocks, and blocks keep on falling from the Skyfall, and I think Nosepass do as well. So, even though it's a 3 Pokemon stage, it could be a little bit difficult to combo, I guess. But, you know, it's still manageable if you have, like, a Hammering Streak team, or even if you don't, if you have, like Buzzwole and other super effective ones, Hitmonlee. I mean, Hitmonlee would actually be fantastic, or Flygon, because it does have the Nosepass, so shout out, definitely a good way to go on this stage, and yeah, shouldn't have a difficult time on this one. Tympole and Nosepass are not tough, so you'll definitely be able to take care of them just fine. So yeah, I mean, this one I guess quite bulky for a Nosepass, but you know, I guess Nosepass could be a little bit defensive in the games because it is a rock type after all, so you know, it does make sense. It does make sense. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, a Tapper would be good for this stage just to get rid of a lot of these blocks because, you know, they keep on falling, so they might stop eventually, I don't know, but either way, there's quite a bit of them, and you don't really want to wait 5 turns for them to go away because Nosepass doesn't have a high countdown, so, yeah. So this is Nosepass, and not really a difficult stage, as I've said, not a whole lot to add to that because it really isn't a bad stage, so what else can I add? So yeah, really cool, really cool. We're really advancing in these stages just fine. You know, I also know that I didn't do the Latios escalation. I haven't done an escalation in what seems like forever. I'm definitely doing the Giratina one next week just because I don't have a video of Giratina. I don't believe, so I definitely have to do that. Like, I had a video of Volcanion and Latios in the past, and you know, I know I do repeat escalations and repeat competitions, but you know, I just didn't with those. But next week, definitely gonna do Giratina because I need to have a Giratina video. Well, don't need to, but I want to have a Giratina video at least. So definitely gonna go ahead and do that one as well. So I apologize for the lack of escalations, but they are coming back beginning next week. That I do promise, and yeah, really excited for that. But yeah, we just about clean up Nosepass. So yeah, that last Hammering Streak is definitely going to finish it off. So yeah, not a difficult stage at all. Not a difficult stage at all. There's no boss stage in this batch of 10, although one of them really feels like a boss stage, like the last one. You know, and we'll talk about that stage as we get to it. As I said in the beginning of the video, there's a couple of stages that are really annoying. Floette is not one of them. So you'll definitely be able to handle Floette. Wow, I'm getting tongue-tied. I couldn't even say the name, you know. But, yeah. So, Floette is another easy one. You don't need the Salazzle. You don't need the Skunk Tank if you haven't invested in those yet. You could go in with a Steel Team. You could go in with Mega Deontay to blow up all of the ice. This stage is not a difficult stage at all. Doesn't have a whole lot of HP, even the UX version. So, Floette should be one that you could pass just fine. You shouldn't have a tough time on this one at all. And you definitely won't, you know. Salazzle is good, but actually, I take that back. Salazzle is not good because I did not leave the last spot blank and there's no added support. So what am I talking about? I was thinking of Flabébé where it has, you know, the extra Flabébé on the field. But no, Salazzle wouldn't be good on this stage unless if you did leave that last spot blank. So my bad. Definitely don't want Salazzle. You definitely don't need it for that reason. Yeah, I was totally thinking of Flabébé when I was talking earlier at the beginning of the stage. You know, I was saying it doesn't have a whole lot of HP. I was thinking of Flabébé. You know, Floette still doesn't have that much HP, I guess, but it is more than I was originally thinking. So that's my bad. But, yeah. I was still able to handle it. I guess I did need Skunk Tank for this attempt. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember if I did. I know you could do it without Skunk Tank regardless, but, you know, maybe I didn't, maybe I did, who knows. But, yeah. But still not a difficult stage, whichever way you look at it. So, yeah, you should be fine on this one. But if you do go like Mega Deontay, it only puts like one Ice Cube every couple of turns, so it might not do a whole lot. So, besides the starting board, perhaps not the best Mega decision, but... You know, a Tapper would probably be better. Shiny Mega Charizard X is definitely probably the way to go. So, yeah. Yeah, it really doesn't have that much HP, you know, as I was saying earlier. So, shouldn't be a difficult stage for you. You should be able to handle this one just fine. Just fine. So, yeah. Yeah, I might have used Skunk Tank, but either way, I believe I would have beaten it without it, you know, so... Puts a couple Ice Cubes on the top that time, so I guess it changes between 1 and 2. Not too bad. Yeah, I guess I did use Skunk Tank, but that's okay. Definitely one that you don't need. I would have finished it off without Skunk Tank anyway, as I said, so, you know, not a bad one. Trying to set up like a 4-match of Skunk Tank didn't really work out, but I do have the 4-match anyway, so, yeah, that's going to do a whole lot of damage, and, you know, you're definitely going to win at this point. I have more Skunk Tank matches, but no 4-match, but doesn't really matter because still going to be able to finish off this one. So yeah, I would recommend a Poison team, but if you don't really have an invested one, a Steel team should be fine on this one. I don't see you having a lot of trouble on it. Yeah, so we do go ahead and beat Floette, so that's really nice. So I'll definitely take that. Definitely. So yeah, 3 stages down, none of them that bad. So none of them that tanky, or at least not as tanky as we're going to see pretty soon. So yeah. And we pick up the B rank. So B rank is definitely good enough for me. And Mandibuzz. Now, okay, Mandibuzz is actually a difficult stage, so it's not fun. You know, I do have both Hammering Streak, super effective Pokemon, and then I have Buzzwole and Shiny Charizard X. So, yeah, this one is a really tanky stage. This one is a really difficult stage. It's not the most tankiest stage in this batch, I don't think. I think the last one, Florges, is worse. I could be wrong, but I believe so. But, you know, either way, both of them are really tough. You know, I'm just trying to stick with Hammering Streak for the most part. You know, if I have a 4-match of Buzzwole, you know, I might go for that if I don't have any good Hammering Streak Pokemon. That was basically my thought process, you know, what was going around in my mind, thinking about how I'm going to handle Mandibuzz. Because I knew it was going to be a difficult one. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it itemless, but I actually do it itemless. I wouldn't fault you for using like a +5, because this one is a tough one. So if, you know, you don't have some strong Pokemon that might be able to handle it, you should, yeah, could definitely be tough. So, yeah. I believe at this point I was debating on going for the 4-match of Buzzwole or just another Hammering Streak, just to keep the streak going. Hammering Streak, really fun to use, so... You know, that's why I wasn't sure. I did decide to go for Hammering Streak instead, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to keep the streak going. You know, that Buzzwole would have done a lot of damage, but I'll just take Hammering Streak any day of the week. Yeah, so I guess I did go for Buzzwole there. I do have the 4-match with Sylveon, but, you know, I didn't go for it because I wanted to get rid of this ice. Mandibuzz has really annoying disruptions. Like I said, Florges was more difficult, and I still think that it is, but Mandibuzz's disruptions are worse, I believe. So, yeah. Really tanky stage. Really tanky stage. One that you're probably going to have some trouble on, you know, but it is possible itemless, which is the good news. You know, you definitely don't need the Hammering Streak Pokemon. If you have them, I would definitely recommend it. 2 of them, just because you're likely to get matches for the most part. Yeah, basically going for the Shiny Charizard just to blow up that ice, you know. Really annoying to have to break the chain after that, but that is okay, not a big deal, because we're still able to beat it just fine. So, you know, it doesn't take long to reset the chain anyway, even if you're only at chain 1. You just have to get to chain 3 for the maximum effect in Hammering Streak. But as I was saying, you don't need it. You can go in with, like, Hitmonlee for Shot Out if you have that, because it does put on some Mandibuzz on the field. So you definitely Shot Out that. You could leave the last spot blank. Awesome way to go if you want to. Because you might feel like there's not enough Mandibuzz on the field. So you can definitely do that. Buzzwole, which is what I'm using, is definitely a good way to go. There's a bunch of good fighting types. You know, Beware would be, I imagine, fantastic on the stage because you could stall out the disruptions and not get hit with them too much. So I'd actually totally recommend Beware, especially if you have it invested. And if I wasn't going with Hammering Streak, I would have went with probably Hitmonlee and Beware. And with Buzzwole and Shiny Charizard X, totally recommend the Shiny Charizard X just because it could get rid of all this ice, even the 2 taps. So that's really all you need. You don't need anything else. I guess I did say the disruptions were difficult. I guess they're not that bad if you have like a tapper, but if you have no way basically to get rid of the ice, I guess it could be annoying. You could consider Mega Deontay, but I just don't feel like there's enough ice, or it's not too often to really warrant it, if that makes sense. So it's probably one that I wouldn't use on this stage, but you know, either way, coming close, I could have had Conkeldurr, I guess, for last-ditch effort. Would have been a good option. Yeah, Florges definitely has more HP than Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz not being as difficult, but yeah, you know, puts on more Mandibuzz and more ice. But not a big deal because at this point we have plenty of moves to be able to finish it on. Just have to activate those Buzzwole or Hammering Streak Pokemon. One thing I love about Hammering Streak is it's a guarantee activation. So that is absolutely fantastic. I love that. That's what I love about, yeah, that's what I love about it. So basically destroying all the ice with Shiny Mega Charizard X just so I could be more likely to have like 4 matches or 5 matches or get combos or whatnot. After the ice is gone, and I knew I was going to win at this point, so yeah, that's basically what I was doing. So that 4 match is going to come close, but not quite enough, so we just need a little bit more, you know, really close. If you want to S-rank this, you probably need more items. You probably need items. In fact, I know you do. I don't see anyone S-ranking this itemless. You know, I actually came close. I almost lost, I guess, because we're down to the last move, but yeah, Hammering Streak ability will be able to knock it out, so that's awesome. So yeah, Mandibuzz, tough stage, you know. I can't say it enough. It is a tough stage, but we do go ahead and pick up that C rank. Good enough for me, I'll definitely take it. And moving on, we have a really easy stage, so that's good. We go from a difficult one to an easy one. Spinarak is super easy. I'm going in with Mega Blaziken just for fun. You know, when was the last time I used Mega Blaziken? I really don't like these abilities. You know, I still stand true to that. And, you know, Mega Blaziken is certainly not the best Mega, obviously. I guess Mega Houndoom might be good for this. Can't remember what the disruptions are actually offhand. But, yeah, maybe it wouldn't be the best if this is the only ice on the field. But if it disrupts with ice, it would be a good way to go. But again, doesn't really matter because we're still able to beat this one. In fact, actually, I'm pretty confident we S-ranked this one too. So, you know, just going around having a fun time with Mega Blaziken. Just because I love Mega Blaziken, I just don't really use it because I don't like the effect in Shuffle. So, but that's just me. I know some people might really like these effects, and that's fine. That's really fine, but at least for me, they don't really work out. But with Spinarak, it doesn't have a lot of HP. It's a 3 Pokemon stage, so, you know, Blaziken is just fine. Yeah, Mega Houndoom wouldn't be the best on this stage because looks like it only puts on a couple ice cubes, so not really a big deal. But either way, look at that board wipe. When that goes off, that looks amazing. So, you know, yeah, when it goes off, though, sometimes it doesn't go off. I have used Mega Blaziken and, like, Mega Sceptile in the past, and the abilities have not gone off like that. They might not go off at all, so, you know, it's kind of RNG reliant, I guess, but it's still fun to use, and it's really fun when it goes off. So, either way, we do go ahead and beat UX stage 275 Spinarak, so really easy stage. This one, you're not going to have any trouble on at all. You'll be able to easily clear this one. Whether or not you're in the main stages or the UX stages, you'll be able to easily beat Spinarak. Don't worry about it at all. So yes, that is an S rank, so nice. So Rattata, now we actually filmed these 5, 276 to 300, not 300, 280 to today. The other 5 were filmed a couple days ago. So yeah, we're going in with a full Hammering Streak team plus Mega Glade just for fun, just because, as I've mentioned before, I love using Hammering Streak. You know, I was basically going for Hammering Streak with Shiny Hawlucha just because obviously it's super effective. But if I had like a 4-match, or, you know, I didn't have the Shiny Hawlucha, I would go with like another type like Sylveon or whatnot. So, yeah, not a terrible stage, I guess. Really fun, trying to set up the 4-match a little bit. So I do have a 4-match of Shiny Hawlucha now, so that's really nice. And yeah, puts on some rocks, not a big deal. You know, even if the Hammering Streak Pokemon are not super effective, they still get the job done. They're still able to handle the stage just fine. So yeah, really having a good time on this one. Just because I love using Hammering Streak and I don't really use it. Well, actually, I do use it quite a bit now, I guess, but it is still a new ability, so I haven't been using it much, I guess. I guess that would be a fair statement. Now, I was actually going to go for the Shiny Hawlucha into the Mega Glade, but I decided to just do that match, and I Mega Evolved anyway, so, you know, I hope you guys see what I was trying to point to, if that makes sense. But either way, yeah, definitely a fun stage, getting that Shiny Hawlucha match off. So really fun, more Mega Glade. So yeah, really cool stage. I really like Rattata. I know some people pronounce it Rattata, but in the original show, back when I was a kid, they called it Rattata. Now they call it Rattata. So what do you guys call it? You know, were you around during the beginning and do you call it Rattata? I mean, that's what I'm sticking with. Even if the official pronunciation is Rattata, I just gotta go with Rattata. I just have to. I can't, you know. I just can't do it, guys. I just can't. So that's just me. Let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, some names I pronounced wrong and I have changed. I started calling them the official pronunciation, but I can't do it with Rattata. I gotta go with Rattata. I gotta do it. Anyway, that's my little rant on that cute little rat. So moving on, we do have Ariados. So the evolution of Spinarak. This is another Pokemon I really like. I love, you know, Ariados and Spinarak. So going in with Mega Houndoom, I thought this stage was going to be tough, but it actually isn't. If you have like Mega Houndoom, which is totally the way to go. Mega Deontay should be good as well, just to get rid of this ice. But, you know, Mega Houndoom obviously super effective, so obviously it would be better. You know, setting up the 5-match of Charizard on the bottom. Yeah, so able to get that Unity Power off, so that's really cool. Definitely awesome to do. I decided to just go ahead and, you know, set up the Unity Power and go for it. So yeah. So basically, not really a difficult stage. As I said though, I thought it was going to be difficult. I thought it was going to have a load of HP. You know, and I guess the HP is kind of high, but it's still manageable, especially with Mega Houndoom. And it does throw on, you know, ice and even a couple of blocks. The blocks you're not going to be able to handle, I guess, but it's not a big deal to go away by the time it throws on more blocks because it has a high countdown. So, you know, it's really not a bad idea. So you could actually go in with like a Mind Zap Pokemon just because it does have quite a high countdown. Maybe Entei if you farmed that a while ago. You know, I actually did farm it, but you know, it's something I haven't used Mind Zap in a long time, but it would be a good option for this stage. So yeah, but if you're going in with Mega Houndoom, you probably want the Disruption, so Mind Zap wouldn't be the best way to go if you're going in with Mega Houndoom. But if you're not, then Mind Zap should be good. Yeah, that's basically my story. So, yeah, gonna finish off in plenty of moves. I don't think I got the S rank on this one, but you could actually get the S rank item list. I just assumed it wouldn't be possible, but you know, with the amount of moves I have left and the amount of HP Ariados has left, it is definitely possible. So that's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, so I was actually going to bring Heatran instead of Charizard. I'm glad I didn't, just because we didn't make it down to the last 4 moves. But Heatran would still be a good option if you wanted to do that as well. So yeah, actually Unity Power triggering on a 3-match. So that's really fun. That's really nice. So just looks like it's going to be a couple more moves and then we're going to be able to finish off Ariados. But yeah, not a lot of HP compared to some other UX stages we've faced. So that is the game. So 7 stages down in this batch of 10. So yeah, nothing too bad yet. Even Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz was definitely the most difficult one at the moment up until now. But it was still beating itemless, so that's nice. So yeah, we get the A rank. Probably a couple moves for the S rank. Porygon is an easy stage because it's a puzzle, so you're guaranteed to win this stage. So yeah, that's really awesome. Just follow the puzzle and you should be good to go. Not you should be, you will be good to go. You'll be able to beat Porygon just fine. It doesn't matter what team you bring. You know, I'm goofing around with some of the Pikachus I've never used before, but you could go in with anything. If you want to give that 3 experience to other Pokemon, that's actually probably the best way to go. You know, because you do get a little bit of experience. It's not a lot, but it's 12 experience for your Pokemon, 3 each. So, you know, you could definitely go ahead and do that, I guess. So yeah, S rank, the S rank is guaranteed, so nice. Moving on, we have Stunky. I'm going in with Mega Garchomp, Mewtwo, Hippowdon, and Cloud Chop Pikachu because I can. I've never used Cloud Chop. I've used all the other shot abilities. I use them all the time. I use Shot Out, I use Block Shot, I use Barrier Shot, I use Rock Shot. You know, I use them all the time. You guys know it. I've never used Cloud Shot, so I was like, you know what? I have to use Cloud Shot at least just once. I have to do it, and this is the only Cloud Shot Pokemon. So you know, it's obviously not maxed out. I've never used it before, so I decided to show the Kalos Cat Pikachu some love. And look, Cloud Shot triggered. So yeah, Cloud Shot OP. You know, definitely going to help us out in this battle because there's quite a few Clouds on this stage. So you know, looking for more Pikachu matches. I just wanted to go for Pikachu's just to basically get as much use out of it as possible. So yeah, you know, Cloud Shot not activating, but that is okay. Not a big deal. You know. I have Hippowdon just because I figured I would make it to the last few moves because I am using Cloud Chop Pikachu and it's not invested. But again, that is okay. You know, it's neutral, so I'll definitely take it. You know, Cloud Shot activating again, definitely helping us out. So you know, I'll take that. Let me know if you guys have ever used a Pokemon just for fun, even if it's not a good Pokemon. Let me know. You know. Could be interesting. It could be a lot of fun, especially like if you know you're going to win this. Well, I guess technically I didn't know I was going to win the stage, but you know, if you know you're going to win the stage or you're just having a good old time, let me know if you used a Pokemon in the past before that you just wanted to, just for fun. You know, going for Cloud Shot again. So removing all of these Clouds. It does put more Clouds on the field. Not a big deal. Mega Garchomp and Pikachu could definitely take those out. We obviously are using Hippowdon for this, so I knew I would. But yeah, gotta go for that Pikachu again. Gotta get rid of some of those Clouds. It makes it easier to see, so why not? You know, not activating Hippowdon on the 3 match. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. That huge combo made up for it. So that's good. I believe I had the 4 match. Did I have the 4? Yeah, I do have the 4 match. What am I talking about? I didn't go for it though because I wanted to go for Pikachu and remove the Clouds, and then I went for the 5 match, and I actually set up the 5 match. So you know, I could have went for that 4 match and I would have won that way, but I had to get one more Pikachu going, and I set up the 5 match. So good enough for me, able to beat that stage. No moves left. If you're going for the S rank, you go in with a more serious team, but you know, I guess it's a decently serious team outside of the Pikachu. But moving on, we have the most difficult stage in the batch. Now, you actually can do this item list. I went in with an attack power and a +5 because I really had to get going. So, I knew the attack power would allow me to win, whereas I would have had to play more serious if I went into it itemless. So, yeah, I was kind of like rushing this game just because I really had to get going. So, you know, if I did happen to lose though, I would have just, obviously played the stage later. So, but not losing though. You know, Mega Steelix is probably the way to go because it does have blocks on the field. It does disrupt with ice, but, you know, a few turns later it disrupts with more blocks. And the ice it disrupts with is always on the bottom, so you're not going to have a big deal with that. You're basically not going to have access to the bottom row, but it's really not a big deal. Just get Mega Steelix online as soon as possible, and that is good. I do have the Salazzle just because it's super effective against... you know, super effective, obviously, super effective shot out user. And you could go in, if you wanted to, with like I was going to say less ditch effort user, but you might not have Skunk Tank invested, and that's the only thing that's super effective with less ditch effort, but that would be a good option as well. So, yeah, but I would totally recommend Mega Steelix. It's definitely the best Mega for this stage. Definitely the best Mega on this one to get rid of those blocks. I mean, you could also go with a Tapper. That should be fine as well. I don't think that would be a bad decision because you could just tap the top row, but at least Mega Steelix is guaranteed to remove it all, so... You know, but I guess if you go with the Tapper like Shiny Mega Charizard X, even though Florges resisted, you can still get the bottom row going, I guess, if you wanted to. But yeah, as I was saying though, this is possible itemless, but it is going to be tough. It is going to be really tough. But I didn't even try it itemless just because, as I said, I had to get going. So, you know, I just used those just decided to pick up the S rank. I'm not sure if I definitely didn't need the +5 to beat it. Not sure if I needed the +5 to S rank it. I'm not sure what the S rank cutoff is. Maybe it was close. Who knows? I actually thought it had more HP than this. So, you know, it's definitely possible itemless. But either way, we do go ahead and knock out Florges. So, yeah, that is Florges, and that is an S rank. I guess it's not the worst stage in the world, but it is a tough one. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.